What is up, Guardians? JB here, bringing you another Destiny 2 video. And today I wanted to take some time out to share my thoughts about the current situation with Destiny 2's PvP. And all of the, I guess you say the low numbers when it comes to trials and just Crucible in general, honestly. It just takes way too long to queue up for a game. So, I figured I'd take a few minutes to talk about this. Now, Bungie says that they are going to implement a penalty. They're looking at implementing some sort of penalty for people who quit competitive matches. Well, see, it may be in trials, that's a good thing, but here's the thing. When you created a game that has basically a team shot meta, where honestly you could take a team of 4 guys and give them any weapons in the game, basically, and as long as they fire at the same time on the same enemy, they're going to melt them. Okay, so it's not based upon your weapons or not whatnot. It's more based upon strategy, which is okay, I guess, if you like that sort of thing. But here's the thing: when you try to solo queue, when you have no one to play with, and you just want to jump on and have some fun in Crucible, and you're going up against a 4-stack team, meaning a team of 4 people who are working together, a fire team, or even a 3-stack at that, it's going to be incredibly difficult to get ahead, and it's just not fair. And I don't really. Well, I kind of use that word loosely. It has nothing to do with being fair or not, honestly. But the way the game is designed is just ridiculously one-sided at that point. And I have to admit, I have my times where I jump in and we do the same thing. We'll jump into quick play or competitive and warm up for trials. But let me tell you this problem that I've seen. This weekend, I watched, in between trials matches and other things, of all of these high-level players and high-level teams who spent a ridiculous amount of time just 4-stacking quick play. Not even competitive. They just jump into quick play and just stomp everybody. And, the problem I have with this is that, we want to build this game. We like it. We want to make it to grow. And, the issue is you're just scaring away players. Why would a new player come into this game, play Crucible, get stomped for days on end, and be like, well, this isn't fun. Getting your butt kicked repeatedly is just not fun. There's no reward to that experience. So, until Bungie fixes the team fire meta that we have going on, I really don't think that penalizing people for leaving matches is going to really be a solution, because honestly, if I'm solo queuing and I am playing with 3 other guys who don't know what they're doing against a 4-stack, I'm going to leave. I'm not going to sit there and take that beating. I may stay for fun for a while and just see how well I can pick at them by myself. But honestly, the way the gameplay works is it's not possible. You can't solo run. Even flanking can be a challenge on good teams, because the minute that 2 players have their crosshairs on you, you're just done. And the time to kill is just way too long in this game otherwise. Which brings me to my next subject. You have the balancing act is maybe implementing making quick play more solo queue friendly, like having team balancing, like other games, where if you obviously the game is one-sided, maybe shift players to the other team, things like that, in quick play. Maybe that would help out a lot as far as quick play goes and make it a little more fun. Because in my mind, I think of quick play as something as in, 1 or 2 friends jump on, they just want to have a quick play, versus competitive, where that's where you would expect to see, your 4-man stack teams. So it's just a thought, to keep players playing the game who don't necessarily have 3 friends to group up with. And as far as balancing goes, I've made posts about this before, but, I have a question for you, Bungie. Why would I use any other hand cannon besides Better Devils if I'm trying, or Old Fashioned if I'm trying to be effective? Why would I use any other auto rifle besides Positive Outlook or Uriel's Gift or any of those high-level ones? Why would I use any other one than that if I'm trying to be effective? Why would I use any other rocket launcher other than Sins of the Past? Why would I use any other power weapon other than Sins or Leverage of Acreus, which is a weapon that is absolutely broken, by the way, that just shreds people? It's ridiculous. Some of these weapons, like swords and the Legend of Acreus and stuff, now, although I like using things like that, but they're not meant for a game with this time to kill. The time to kill in this game is too long for weapons like that. When I can run at 2 people and have them shoot me while I'm holding a sword and just mow them both down, that is ridiculous. Or even the Legend of Acreus. Yesterday I'm playing Trials and I get shot from 12 feet away by a weapon that's supposed to be a close range weapon. while I was just ripping into the guy, I mean, there's a problem there. And although they're fun to use, and honestly, any player who uses like the Legend of Acreus is going to say, "Oh no, it's fine." Of course, it's fine because they're padding their stats. But in the reality of things, is it's not designed for a game with this time to kill. So that's a problem to me. I think implementing the ranking system will help a bit. I think that will help new players feel a little more effective in PvP. But until you address the team fire meta that we have going on right now, I don't really see it helping anything. I don't really see the ranking system a little bit, yeah, but penalizing people for leaving matches, you're penalizing people for your choice in how you created this gameplay. Bungie, I'm all for it if you fix the gameplay. But other than that, I'll take a penalty. I don't care. I will take a penalty if I just want to queue up and have some fun by myself and I'm against a 4-stack and I've got 3 people on my team who don't know what the hell they're doing. I will quit that match, penalty or not. So you have to understand that. I understand the penalty is great and all, but fix the gameplay. The team shot meta is fun. It does create a game that requires a lot of awareness and teamwork, obviously. But it's only fun when you have that. So until we fix that, I don't know what we're going to get out of this. So yeah, so those are my thoughts. Leave a comment down below how you feel about this. I'm trying to be as objective as possible. I love running with 4 players, stomping everybody, but it's for the health of the game and to grow the community. I don't really feel like the gameplay is where it needs to be. I know Bungie, I know you know this. I know there's no easy fix, but it definitely needs to be a priority. When you have other games out there that don't even cater to casual gamers, like CSGO, which is a hardcore game, very unforgiving game, but yet look at their player base. Huge player base. I mean, the CS franchise has been around for decades, and it still continues to grow. I mean, what does that tell you? I mean, kind of, I don't know. Always under the philosophy that if you want to be successful, you definitely want to at least take a look at and model to a certain degree other people who have been successful in that area. There's a difference between trying to break the mold or trying to cater to the casual fans versus basically alienating everyone from your franchise. And I know you're tired of hearing this, and I'm not trying to be negative. This really is constructive criticism because I love this game. If you pull up my, I guess, game history and whatnot, if you could, you'd see I have so many hours in this game. I love it. I create content for it. But I do recognize that long-term growth is going to require huge amounts of change. So I don't care about shaders. I don't care about adding new ships, whatever. If you really want to keep people, add random weapon rolls, for God's sake. Bring those back. Those were amazing. Or balance the weapons you have. There are so many cool weapons in this game that you can't use in Crucible. I mean, if you do use them, it's just for fun. You're not going to be super effective with them. There's a lot of cool. Like today, I went out there and I was playing around with the Garden Progeny and the what do you call it? I cannot remember the submachine gun's name, but it comes from the Forge. And I started playing with it, and I was like, you know what? This is great and all, but it's not as good as my Antiope, or it's not as good as my stochastic variable. And why would I use this? So, maybe you could take a look at some of the perks on some of these weapons and make them better. Like, Dragonfly is pointless. It's a worthless perk. Grave Robber is, honestly, it's not that great. It's a little crappy. Things like that, they can be improved to make these weapons more usable. Now, I am talking about PvP mostly because, to be honest with you, any weapon works in PvE. PvE in this game is incredibly easy, so I don't really see that as a benchmark for weapon performance. But Crucible is a different story. So yeah, those are just my random thoughts for the day. And yeah, definitely leave a comment down below. And if you want to see more content, please like and subscribe. I look forward to bringing out more videos, especially this week with the up and coming update we have tomorrow. So yeah, look forward to talking to you guys more. Take it easy.